Hi, how you doing? I'm Assaff Eisenberg, a thought leader and a life coach. And today I'm gonna focus on well-being coaching, on happiness coaching. I've been actually focusing on this pretty much all of the time that I've been putting myself as a coach, because I think it's the number one thing to have. Other people choose other stuff, fair enough. That's my focus, my main goal in life, the thing that makes me love my life is sharing this kind of information and practicing it myself. So today I want to share with you about the subject of happiness coaching and well-being path, how when you balance both the physical aspect and both the mental aspect, how you can raise your happiness in life quickly, and why when you don't do it or you drop it, why you go back into feeling not good, depression, and so on. In both cases, if you have a really good experience and you are mentally and physically in control and you do your exercises, for some amazing reason, life showers you with good experiences. And that's a spiritual aspect of life. That when we do align ourselves with happiness, this flow of energy gives us more of it. And when we stop doing that, we are going against this flow and we are having lack of things. So this flow is flowing, but the question, are we flowing with it, or are we just standing beside, worrying about stuff, or occupy ourselves with other things instead of just flow with it, like occupy and just watch how this flow to other people who jump on this train, say, and others don't. I'm a bit sweaty. I did an exercise myself, and I exercise every day. After I hurt my back, my neck, I had 2 discs came out, and I was feeling really bad and sorry for myself, and maybe not fully sorry. I was positive still. And then what happened is that I exercised, and now I'm able to lift 300% more than I could before. I'm 600% ahead in health than I was before, and it's been only 2 months and a half of training. So it was 6 months ago I injured myself, and then it took 4 months for me to be able to start do some training, and in 2 months I have raised my life and joy and energy in 600% in some aspects and 300% in others. And with my exercise physio, for the moment, I've got another month with him, so far from the insurance company. I find out we did this exercise. He gave me a questionnaire that was yesterday, and he said, look, write down exactly how you feel about many things that you can do, cannot do, how you feel about your muscle, pain, whatever. And I felt so-so on some stuff, a little bit better on others, some I was positive about. And then we did 30 minutes exercise. And then he said, okay, fill it up again. And then everything was just, yeah, I can do. I felt like fire. I felt good. I felt relaxed. There was no even one ache in my body. I felt really good. And he explained to me that when you exercise, there is blood that flows into the areas that you exercise. So if you did push-ups or running or whatever, there's a flow of blood, and it washes all the pains, it washes all the stuckness, it creates a flow in the body, and it feels amazing. So that's the physical aspect, and it works. The mental aspect is what you tell yourself, what is the things you tell about life. Because I could, back when I was hurt, I could say, well, I will never be okay and I will never try. But I was positive, and I was dealing with lots of fears also that came up because of this very uncomfortable injury. But because I was positive, I'm able to be here today. Able to exercise and do 300% more than I could do before, or in some aspects 600% more. And also in my life, I'm able to do 600% more, because when you deal with fears, doesn't matter what makes them come up, and you deal with them and you see them for what they are, they just drop from all the aspects of life. They don't come up anymore, this particular fear. Maybe there's other fears that may come up in my life, and I will deal with them when they do, if they do, and if not, awesome. So, doing physical exercises. Now, I'm not saying you have to do a full, 1 hour session with the weights. Although you will benefit from it, but you don't have to. And you don't have to sit down and say, I am love, I am light, I am love, I am light, I'm the Son of God, I'm the Divine Spirit. Like this for many hours. You don't need to do that. There was one client of mine, and lately I've been it's been in my thoughts, so I think he's thinking of me. And I'm sweating here like a lot, isn't it? It's okay. So, and what happened with him is that he had some financial problems and other issues to do with his well-being, and these things that he wanted to deal with. So the first thing first, I say to him, I don't want you to do anything beyond do what you need to do and take responsibility for everything that comes up in your life. And then while you do that and not running away from your responsibility, I want you to do a particular Qigong exercise, a particular meditation exercise, and I kind of showered him with my reality and my thoughts patterns. And in 3 months, he had some kind of debt. The person he was owed money to just came to him and said, you know what, 30 grand, it's okay. Like, who does stuff like this, okay? It's crazy stuff. So that's one thing. In other aspect of his life, it was like, when I saw him first, it was scary, because he was he was very like this kind of person, very very fast in his speaking. He was not calm, he was not grounded, he was not like sitting down with you and you didn't feel comfort around him. But after these 3 months of meditation, of some exercises, and some different thought pattern about life and what's going on and the challenges and how to word what's going on differently, suddenly I'm sitting with him and I'm like, oh my God, you're like a father figure. You're so grounded and powerful. And also this guy is an athlete also, and he does like 200 weights lifting and something ridiculous, but he's able to do it, so good on him. And he also is a Christian, so he's got a lot of faith that God and that the universe, and for him is God, and the force of creation is caring for him. And this is a very important thing, because you gotta have some sort of faith also that the future will bring you what you want, that your desires will manifest if you do the right thing. So for me personally, ever since I changed my behaviors and I started with Shaolin and meditation. Today, because of my injury, I suddenly opened up to the world of gym and exercise physiology, and looking at things in exercising the body to be able to do more that I need to do, and do it in a healthy and a cool way, not just pumping muscles away. Just to have, really strong core and be able to just enjoy my life. And I hope that so far into this video you already understand that if you will do something which is a positive exercise or positive thinking, you will gain momentum. So I was able to stand up for people that try to bring me down, and my client was able to stand up for. I don't think he wasn't standing up. He was just being so grounded and so kind of a mature person that you can really trust immediately, because he was so. It's kind of, it will hold you like this, It's okay, and you will feel safe forever. It's like all the worry is gone when this guy is sitting in his power and is around you. Maybe because he's so big and strong, and when he's relaxed, he really controls his power. And his beautiful spirit can come up and talk to you. And it's so nice to be around a guy like this. And I think because of this grounded place he was, then the people he owed money suddenly said, we can trust him actually, so let's help him. And who does this? Who comes to you and say, you know what, the 30 grand you owe me, never mind, you owe me now half of this, or you owe me less 30 grand. This is like amazing. This is really, really cool. So there you go. That's what happened for him. Now I want to show you something, and then you can decide for yourself what you think and what you can do. Let's say there is a guy, let's call him Jeff, and he's working in a cheap fish and chip place, and he's not, you can see on his face, he's not happy serving people. He looks lost and like he's not enjoying life. Of course, I don't know who can enjoy serving fish and chips unless you're just happy, because if not, it's really not so comfortable environment to be at, with the kitchen and oil, and so many people are busy, and next to the river and the ocean, and you just want to go and enjoy. But but you can tell that, I could tell that beyond this kind of job, he's got other things that make him feel depressed, like maybe a lack of a dream or no motivation to do anything. Now let's say this Jeff is also, when he comes back home, because he feels like this, he just go roll a joint, sit, play video games all night long. Then the next day go to work. Same kind of scenario. He probably doesn't save money because he's got munchies. And again, smoke a big joint, doesn't socialize, doesn't go out, play video games all day long, all night long. And so on, is life rolling like this. Now, what happens, this kind of behavior will lead him into ruin. If one day he wakes up, he'll probably wake up from a really big slap. they will get from life, because he's got desires, but he doesn't do anything to, do anything about it to move ahead in life or in any way. This kind of behavior. Like, I'm sure Jeff is an awesome, beautiful person, but his behaviors, they don't match. They behaviors of somebody who feels poor, somebody who is depressed and who is afraid of anything, and just so tired he just want to sleep all the time. So what I would suggest, if Jeff, for example, will come and see me, I will tell him, look, that's your job, don't change it. What I do want you to change, I want you to go home, and I want you to change the environment at your home. Throw the weed to the bin, and take this video game and give it to Op Shop, or I don't know where you are in the world, sell it. Just give it away. Hide it so you cannot bring it out. And put some books around which are positive books, which are stuff, and I want you to do at least, 2 or 3 exercises that when you do them, you have to come out of your brain to do them. So you got to focus on them, because if not, you will be able to do them. And in a period of time, what will happen to Jeff, he will stand there at work and he will start feeling, I am much more than this, because I love my life and I deserve better. I'm not a teenager anymore. And he will go home and he will do his exercise, and he will not smoke meat, and he will not play PlayStation. He will read a book instead, and he will see another perspective of another person and what other people do suddenly, and it will open his eyes and he will say, wow, so many possibilities in life. And he will feel good about his exercises. And he will go to work again and he will say to himself, oh my God, I have things that I want to do. This place, I might not be able to get them if I continue to stay here. And it will start creating momentum in his thoughts. He will start walking and he will start seeing in his environment what is the next step for him to take. He will just see it. Then before he didn't see it because he was kind of in the head in the ground and just smoking weed and playing PlayStation games or whatever, Xbox. And that's exactly what's going to happen. So for you, I recommend for you, do push-ups, 5 push-ups every day. 5 push-ups every day and 10 sit-ups every day. Doesn't matter your size, your age, what you eat, you didn't eat, whatever. Do that. And tell yourself this: I am no different than Assaff. I am no different than any other person on this planet that is living his life amazingly. The only thing that I do is that my behaviors didn't match what I want to do. But now I'm starting creating momentum. And therefore, it's gonna happen for me. Because it's 1 + 1. You do, you get. You do, you get. You feed a seed, something will come out. Maybe at first something small, maybe, and you get better. You start learning what works for you. Whatever I share with you is the things that works for me. Now I'm sharing this with you. I give it to you, put it in your hand, showing you how to do. Then when you do them, you'll start finding out what works for you the best. And it will start become a part of you. See, when I did Shaolin training, now I'm doing them for 8 years. When I started, I was just taking everything from my teacher and following him. I was like a monkey. But then there was a moment came when I realized I understand the intention and the mechanics behind it, and I took it to suit me. Because I'm a different person, I express myself differently. So if my manager does, if the master does something like this, and then boom, I will, okay, I just showed you what I'm doing, but anyway, I will express the same block, the same hit, the same movement like me. It will have my taste. And before I was trying to follow and do exactly like him, until I got it. I got what drives the things from within. And when I got it, I was able to become my own little master of Shaolin. And you can do the same. Wherever you are, just eliminate behaviors which go against you and start bring positive behaviors that helps you. And positive behaviors are holding your body not like this, but like this. Open up. I know sometimes if you'll open up, you'll feel uncomfortable because you're going to be open to the world, and there is a chakra here. There is actually 1, 2, and 3, and you will feel very vulnerable. But open, stay open, and deal with the vulnerability until you become strong enough to feel okay to be open, and not like, this goes within and like this, yeah? So open it up. You're gonna feel vulnerable in the beginning if you do that and you haven't done it, and it's okay, because when you do a physical movement, it also benefits your brain and your chemical. And I know you know that, but I'm asking you to just go for it and do it and see the benefits for yourself. Because sitting here and watching me, it's really nice, but unless you actually go and do it yourself, you won't get the benefits yourself. So please do something. Do today. Just finish this video. Do a pause. Do a few sit-ups. Do it every day, a few sit-ups. You don't do it for everybody else. You do it for yourself to change your chemicals. There's a lady that did a TED Talk. It's from the university or whatever. TED Talk. You probably knows about it. Probably better than I do. But this lady, she did a talk about holding your body in particular postures, and she called it a power posture. So just like an animal will open up, like a snake will open up. So if you stand and you open up like this, you will your chemicals will change, and you'll feel good about yourself. So that's something to do. Just sit or stand like this for 2 minutes and say, you know what? I'm awesome. And my life's gonna be fucking amazing. And I'm gonna do everything that I wanna do. And so be it. And when you look at the mirror, instead of not looking at yourself in the eyes, or instead of judging yourself if you have a pimple or something, just say, you are the man or you're the woman, and we're gonna do it, and we're gonna do it together, and no matter what will come in front of us, we're gonna do it. Because you know why? Because we don't give up, because we can do it and we deserve. Every time I see a mirror, I just tell myself, you're the man. I support you. I trust you. I remind myself. I always hold my body as high as I can, strong as I can. I not tense, just as strong as I can to. If I drive, if I do something, just to maintain this energy high. If you collapse and you start go down, you'll start to shrink your energy. You'll start to, and all sorts of thoughts will come up. So. And if it's hard for you, that's another step. If it's hard for you to let go of other behaviors, then don't fight yourself and let go of other behaviors. Instead, what you can do, you can add another behavior in your life. And this is a trick that I've been using on myself, and with every client and every person ever that I help, I tell them, just don't go and try to fight things that you already created momentum there for all your life. You know, things that if you play PlayStation every day for the past 5 years and I tell you don't do that, you'll go nuts. What will you do? So instead, at the same day, do your Qigong exercise. And you can study about Qigong exercises, and maybe one day I will share here a Qigong exercise. But doesn't matter. Get one Qigong exercise and do it. They work. Okay? They look washy-washy. They look like nothing. Internally and energetically, they work. Okay? Our hands are magnetic. Okay? The palms are magnetic. And there is ions in the air. Okay? That's in a scientifically correct way. But in a spiritual way, they're actually activating our spiritual body much more. And it really works. One Qigong exercise, 2 minutes meditation before you go sleep, okay? Just check out my meditation at members.lifecoachsuccess.net. There's a how to meditate. Check it out, or if not, go find a different meditation. 2 minutes, 2 minutes something else. Naturally, you'll find that when you do things that work for you, they are much more fun to you will notice, okay? They're much more fun to do then. You'll notice when you do something works, and when you do, you don't. And how you notice? By how you feel. So if you add some exercises that feel good for you, naturally you will you will start moving in this direction of doing more of the things that are positive for you than negative for you. Why? Because you love yourself and you want the best for yourself, and I want the best for you, just as I want the best for me. And this is very natural thing in life also. So to sum this all up, today was all about learning why positive thinking and positive exercises together will make your life happy, and you will be in a state of well-being, balance of physical and mental. It's very important to go together. Then I shared with you the story about myself and my injury, and I shared with you the story about one of my clients that, from being the most scary person to be around because you could not trust him just because of his behavior, to just want to be under his wings, kind of, and just be around him because I felt the most safe around this person. And it's because he did some exercises and changed his thinking, and also financially it's helped him, and that's one of his gifts that he got from it. And then I actually shared with you a little story about what I think will happen for Jeff, that works in the fish and chip shop, and what will happen for him if he takes his life in his hand and do something about it instead of waiting. And I hope that this video is not just to entertain you, but actually to share with you something you can take and to be a part of your life. Okay? Please don't wait. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.